Why executive recruiters must miss some perfect candidates, probably like some of you watching here today. Why executive recruiters miss some perfect candidates? This is a question I am asked a lot. Why don't executive recruiters know about me? There's a belief floating around at the senior level that if you're good enough, you'll be found. That belief quietly destroys careers because every week executive recruiters miss exceptional candidates like many of you, not average candidates, not underperformers, highly capable, experienced, commercially strong leaders, just like you. They are missed not because recruiters are careless, not because the system is broken, but because those candidates are not visible in the way the market actually works. So let me be clear with you and realistic. Executive search is not a talent hunt across the entire global population. It's very targeted, time pressured, and commercially driven process. Recruiters don't search for the best person in the world. They search for the best person they can find quickly who is visible, credible, and reachable, who meets their clients' specific needs. If you're not in that line of sight, you don't exist. So let's break down why this happens. Number one, you are not visible where it matters. Many executives operate in a closed loop, in the closet. They perform well internally, they deliver results, they are respected inside their entity, their corporation, company. But outside, they are silenced. No presence at industry events, no speaking, no panel participation, no podcasts, guests, no engagement in professional circles. You might be understanding, but the market has no evidence of it. Executive recruiters often begin searches by mapping known talent pools. That includes people who they've seen, they've heard, or they've been referred to. If your name never appears in one of those environments, you're not even entering the conversation. Visibility isn't vanity, it's commercial positioning, you and your brand. Number two, you're not in the recruiter's ecosystem. This is brutally simple. If your resume or your CV has never reached an executive search firm and been put into their database, you're not on that database. If you think recruiters magically find everyone anyway, that is very wishful thinking. Most firms rely heavily on existing networks and their internal systems. So when a search begins, one of the first actions is to check their own firm database for relevant profiles, CVs, resumes, etc. If you're not there, you've already reduced your chances. Here is where many executives get it wrong. They only engage with recruiters when they need a job. When they need a job. By then, you are late. And in my mind, not managing your career as you should, in particular today. Today's recruiting economy is not good. So relationships with executive recruiters should be built long before you need them. Quiet introductions, strategic conversations, staying on their radar. This is all about relationship management, not job seeking. Number three, your LinkedIn profile is weak, incomplete, or inactive. I'm not going to dance around this. I'm going to be brutally honest. A poor LinkedIn profile at the executive level is career negligence, big time. Executive recruiters search LinkedIn using specific filters. They have a special type of LinkedIn, which is very costly, but it can narrow it down. So they search by function, industry, seniority, keywords, geography. The list goes on. If your profile lacks the right language and the right keywords, you won't appear. If your achievements are vague, you won't stand out. If your profile is outdated, you won't be trusted. If you are inactive, you are signaling disengagement, whether that's true or not. LinkedIn is no longer optional. It is a primary research tool in executive search. Your profile is not a biography. It's a commercial document. It's another platform to advertise yourself, your brand, who you are to your audience. It must communicate value, performance, credibility within seconds. Some tips to optimize your profile. Fully complete from top to bottom. Be active in posting, commenting, and sharing on other people's posts. Customize your LinkedIn URL. Have a professional picture and a cover behind that picture. Include accomplishments, not responsibilities, in the experience section. And have the correct business, functional, industry, skill, and level keywords or buzzwords, because that's how you're going to be found. Number 4, you are too narrow or widely defined. Here's something that frustrates executive recruiters more than they will tell you. Candidates who are excellent but pigeonhole themselves. Your resume, your CV says one thing. Your LinkedIn says another thing. Your narrative says another thing. And that one thing is too narrow or too wide. So when a role appears that you could absolutely do, but it sits slightly outside your labeled box, you are overlooked. Executive recruiters are not always going to stretch your profile for you, especially under time pressure. If the positioning does not show range, adaptability, and transferable leadership capability, you limit your opportunities. And in today's economic time, the competition has increased dramatically just in the last 15 or so months. It's an employer's market, not an employee's market. Number 5, you rely on applications instead of positioning. At the senior executive level, applying for roles is often the least effective strategy. Yet many executives still sit behind a laptop, their computer, submitting resumes or CVs and patiently waiting. That is not how most executive roles are filled. The majority come through networks, referrals, and proactive search. You need to build your network while you are employed, not restart it, kickstart it when you're in career transition, i.e., unemployed. That is a fatal job search and career management error, big time. If your entire strategy is reactive, you are competing in the most crowded, least efficient part of the market. The candidates who get traction are those who are already known, already visible, already trusted, have that credibility. Number 6, your narrative is unclear. You might have a strong background, but if your story is confusing, inconsistent, or unfocused, recruiters will just move on. They are not there to decode your career. They need clarity straight away, just like that. What do you do best? Where do you create value? What level do you operate at? What problems do you solve? If that is not immediately obvious, you are increasing friction. In a fast moving search, friction often gets you eliminated. Number 7, timing and access. This one thing stings. It's reality. Sometimes you are perfect, truly, but the recruiter already has a shortlist, or the client has a preference, or the timeline is tight. So they go with who is already known and accessible. This is why being discoverable before the opportunity arises matters so much, because when the moment comes, there is no time to build your profile from scratch. So why do executive recruiters miss perfect candidates? Because perfect is irrelevant if you're not visible, positioned, and accessible. The market does not reward hidden excellence. It rewards those who manage their career with intent. Manage your career. Those who show up, those who communicate their value clearly. Every one of you has value. Those who build relationships before they need them. If you take one thing from this, let it be this. Do not wait. Do not wait to be discovered. Position yourself so you cannot be ignored. That's the uncomfortable truth, but realistic, not glamorous, not mystical, just a system that rewards people who treat their career like a business instead of a secret. So what have you learned from today's video? Please share your learnings and thoughts in the comments as it goes on YouTube. I'll be happy to answer those comments because I'd like to know what you learn from my videos. I'm Martin Buckland, your global executive career management practitioner. I make you visible. Your career is your business. Manage it like a business. You own your career. For much more information on career management, please visit my YouTube channel, Martin Buckland, and press the subscribe button and the bell button where you will be notified of many future videos. Hopefully you've learned a lot today. Be visible. Manage your career.